All right. Whew. We are here at the Wonderland Trail, another trail I read about online. It's a very small one, but it leads to a really cool seashore. We're gonna have a couple more quick adventures before we leave the park today and head back home. Well, we've ended up in an area all roped off the top here, clearly to protect the trees and nature. Woo, look at that. That is a huge flock of angry Canadian geese. Wow. It's one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. I don't know why there's a lobster trap here. Did somebody drag it up, or did it get washed ashore this far in? We're here at high tide. At low tide, the water is out so far, those rock slabs just extend way out into the ocean. You can run around on them. It looks super cool in the photos. At high tide we don't have that, but we do get absolutely crazy waves, so kind of a trade-off. Now it's a little loop at the end here, and then you just head right back to your car. Next, we're going to check out the lighthouse. Back in the rain. Whoa, why do we always find all of the stairs? Seriously. Oh man, our legs are still shot from the other day. But what an awesome lighthouse. It's just a shame there's so many stairs right there. You know my opinion of stairs. Seeing it in the rain and the surf, it's pretty cool. I think you could probably get a better angle of it without the high tide, but it's still pretty awesome. We're gonna see if you can actually go up to it, and then we're gonna head out. A little board of information on our way down and around. Oh yeah, you can walk around this entire thing. How cool is that? This is definitely one of the most famous lighthouses probably in the world. You watch any video on Acadia and they pretty much tell you you have to come here. More information. And the view is just, woo, something else. Please don't hit the bell. There's two bells here. U.S. Lighthouse, 1891. Wow, that's old. Well, that's about all there is down here. I think that's gonna be it for the lighthouse. It's raining, so I'm not sure if we're actually gonna go do the other trail because it involves ladders that get wet. Guess we're gonna find out. Well, waiting for the rain to let up, we drive into our next location and saw a sign for the Carroll Homestead. So, never one to miss an opportunity. Pulled over and parked. We're gonna go check it out. It's a bit of a strange trail they have going on here to get over to it. But I guess the story is 3 generations of this family lived here. Are we sure this is a real trail? I see a sign. This is so strange. Well, anyways, 3 generations of this family lived here. And eventually they just had to sell it. And that was the end of it. But survived to show people how 200 years ago, you know, farmsteading would have looked. I guess we just have to hike through the woods to find this house. There we go. That's a little more official looking stone walls. And I see the house. Well, if you're from New England, I'm sure you've seen plenty of this old farm equipment laying around. Pretty sure we have some of that in my town. They've got an example of a garden, and there's a board over there probably with more information, but the house itself is closed up. Probably can only go in there certain times of the year when the rangers open it up. So maybe I can take the camera through the window. Oh yeah, look at that. Couple of little views inside. This would be the main door. Common soapwort. When bruised or boiled in water, the leaves produce a lather with detergent properties that even removes grease. I could use some of that. Actually surprised. Well, I shouldn't be surprised there's a cellar. Even though this house is very old, you need a place to store your food for the winter. They even have a handicap access. So yeah, that'd be probably pretty cool to be able to actually go inside. Looks like there's room for 2, maybe 3 rooms in there. Over by where the farm equipment was, you can see the foundation for a little barn or something. But the story is that the grandfather, the first guy to own the property, made money as a mason and farmed. His son spent his whole life at sea and then eventually took the farm over and continued to make money also as a mason. He taught his kids, the grandkids, and that was basically their full-time total income is just masonry work. But it became too inconvenient. Big commute to get into town to do his job, and the kids had a huge walk to get to school. So it's pretty much the story of most of New England. The farms kind of disappeared in time. People gathered in cities, a lot less homesteading and farmsteading. Now it's a museum of sorts. So the rain is clearing up a little bit. We're thinking of going and climbing on some ladders. Let's give it a little bit more thought. All right, we're gonna try to do the beach cliffs. The ladders are wet. You can hear the rain coming off of the leaves, but there it is. So this might go badly. We're both pretty beat up at this point, but if it's too much, too wet, we'll turn around. Summit to the left, overlook to the right. Online it said don't even bother with the overlook. There's better views up ahead. But for you guys, we're gonna go right to the overlook. Oh man. Oh, come on. Look at that. That's a beautiful overlook. With the leaves and everything. Whew, mist coming off the mountains. This is such a pretty area. Oh man, I didn't like those ladders. Very wet, strange top grips, but it comes out and oh man, that's a view. This is not the summit, but that view is unreal. Wow. You can even see the ocean over there. Well, this will be my last summit of the trip. But what a way to go out. Those ladders, super cool. Ladders and iron rungs, crazy wooden features. That's what Acadia is known for. I was just down there. I have a better view of the ocean from here, although I don't get the northern view of the lake. This is just so incredible. Now we're gonna hike down the Canada Cliffs Trail. It's not anything crazy, very uneventful little hike down through the woods, and I will see you at the beach. Restrooms and changing stalls. A couple people down here. So cool. Oh, there's a little picture of all the animals, fish and stuff in the lake. And a little boardwalk. So this is much smaller than Sand Beach. A lot less people. And that is quite all right by me. So we were basically up there. And now we're down here. Well, this has been one hell of a trip. Yeah, Acadia is super nice. I can see why everybody loves it. Unfortunately, my luck with weather persists. And so, whatever. We missed a couple of things we really wanted to do. We did not get to drive up Cadillac Mountain. We didn't get to do the Jordan Cliffs. And a few other things. But that's okay. Can always do them next time. So battery died. That's okay. I just want to say, if you watched the entire trip to Acadia, thank you guys. Make sure to subscribe and like. It really helps. And since we're coming into winter here, it's probably going to be a minute before I travel out of state again. So probably going to get a bunch of Connecticut videos. You know, not the most exciting, but we'll see you on the next trip.